guys, it's Semi here bringing you guys another episode in our Colorado Rockies franchise mode. And today we're going to be looking at, it's basically opening day. We are playing, excuse me, against New York, so pretty decent matchup there today. We have the first number one ranking minor league system. Where was it? The number two team, we were about 50 points ahead, now we're about 71. I think that's right. So everyone's kind of dropping off, but that doesn't mean that, there's not good players. That just means that there's possibility that they are in the majors this year. So take that with a grain of salt, though. But we are going to look at the preseason predictions. So it looks like the Red Sox are going to win 100 games. It looks like they have the Indians taking the American League Central. The Rangers taking the AL West. Looks like Ishizaki is going to be the best batter in the... Oh, actually, there's just so many decent decent people. It was a Japan? Yeah, both Japanese. Some international free agents coming over. Looks like Ruiz, Rendon, Harvey Price. So basically the people that you think. Burrios is finally up there. Now looking at the NL, so the Phillies are looking like they're going to win 84 games. The Cardinals looking like they're going to win 101, as well as the Brewers and Cubs winning over 90 apiece. We are looking like 102 wins, so is that the most in the majors? Tied for most in the majors with the Red Sox. The Dodgers looking like they're only going to win 89 games. Now let's look at the top hitters for the NL, since that's obviously more important to us since we play in the NL. Correa is the only top hitter that we get in the top 10. That's a little surprising. I mean, obviously the other players that are in there are, good players, so it's not, like I feel like we got gypped. It's just the great players in the top 10 there. For pitchers, we've got Giolito and Ventura. I feel like our bullpen, or I'm sorry, not our bullpen, our pitching staff kind of got shafted there, but that's fine. We're looking like a pretty decent side. We've got Ventura, Giolito, Reyes, Matz, and Syndergaard. Chapman closing, Betances setting up, as well as Gray. We have Castro, Glasnow, Zimmer, and Chadwood as well in the bullpen. Looking at our lineup, probably need to get an outfielder. Oh, we have two. Okay, they're just not in there. So let's go like this. And I'm probably going to have to throw back to Pia in right field. And then Patterson can go there. And can I do this for all lineups? Copy depth charts. I swear there's do this for all lineups. Clear all lineups. Interesting. So I guess we'll just throw Patterson or to PA in there above Patterson. That's fine. Don't mind doing that. But I'm feeling like our lineups are pretty good. We'll just run through the right-handed and then left-handed. So Buxton, Perez, Schwarber, Correa, McMahon, Hadishi, Baez, and Tapia. So some very good players there. Then Buxton, Perez, Correa, Schwarber, Baez, McMahon, Hadishi, Tapia. So I think it's the same. Just a little bit of a different order. But we are going to play opening day real quick. See how we get on in our first game. Hopefully we do well. I'm trying to get through about the third of the season. Maybe get to about 40, 45 games today. To kind of set us up. Because really we're just looking at the playoffs. And I think we're going to end the series after we win either back-to-back World Series or 2 or 3 World Series. And then we'll just end the Rockies series there. Because I do need to start another series today, but I'm not exactly sure which one I want to start. So we'll have to see with that. But running through the Mets lineup, they have Jimenez, Nemo, maybe Trout, Conforto, Renteria, Diornat, Walker, Wright, and DeGrom on the mound. Buxton, Perez, Schwarber, Correa, McMahon, Hadishi, Baez, Tapia, and Ventura starting for us. So should be a pretty good game for both teams. We are using the 3D ball again, and let's see what happens. So Buxton's going to get on second base with a leadoff double. It looks like Perez at the plate. 1-0 count's going to be hit to right field. It is going to bounce, and Buxton, yeah, we're going to send him YOLO Runner from third tries for home. He's thrown out. That sucks. But Byron Buxton, that's the guy that you send. So, probably shouldn't have. But, we'll have some fun our first game. 1-1 count. Schwarber's going to ground into a double play, unfortunately, and end the inning. Now, Correa, his first at-bat as a Rocky. He's going to get a double there. McMahon at the plate, 2-2 count. He is going to get struck out, unfortunately. 3-2 count for Hadishi. He's going to get fanned. And finally, a ball hit into play. It's going to be through, and Correa is going to come in to score. No throw to home. Baez with the RBI single. Tapia now at the plate, 3-1 count. Going to be hit right into right field deep, and it's going to be a double, no throw. Oh, and actually, Baez is going to come home, so a RBI double for Tapia. Nicely done. Ventura now at the plate. 2-1 count, and what? Oh, he homered. Did he? What? I didn't even see the ball. Okay, interesting. So, Buxton now back up. 1-2 count, and he is going to get fanned to end the inning. Now, Ventura's only had 28 pitches. Jimenez is going to be the first man down. 2-2 count, though. Nimmo at the plate. And it's going to be hit right towards the second, or not right towards the second base, right past the pitcher, sorry. Over to first for the out. Perez now is going to be leading off the inning, and Schwarber is going, Perez is going to get on base. Schwarber's going to knock him in with a 2-run. Jack Correa now at the plate. And McMahon's going to hit a solo shot. And Hadishi's going to hit a solo shot. And Tapia's going to... how many homers have we hit this? We need to go to game log. I swear there's 2-run homer by Schwarber. McMahon, Hadishi, and Tapia finally strikes out. That is great. We're loving the 3 homers, sorry. And we're getting through another inning. They are on their bullpen already. We're only at 66 pitches. Hopefully Ventura can go a couple more innings, maybe through 7 or so. Schwarber is going to be on second. Correa at the plate, 0-2 count, sorry. Hit right towards the third baseman, and unfortunately that's going to be an out there. 1-2 count, and McMahon's going to get fanned. 2-1 count for Hadishi. It's going to be hit right into center field, and we are going to send Schwarber home. He is going to score. 0-0 count, and I'm going to get picked off. Fucking hell. 8-0 though. Ventura had 73 pitches. Hopefully we can get through the 6th and 7th inning with him. And looks like we're going to get through the 6th. Baez is going to get on second, 1-1 count right up the middle. And nicely job by Baez to get back there. 1-2 count, hit deep into center field. It is going to be tracked well, though. And Ventura is going to give off... Oh, no, I'm sorry. I did not realize that the inning switched there. Awkward. Ventura is going to be at 94 pitches. D'Arnaud is going to be at second base. Walker at the plate. 1-1 count. It is going to be hit towards the shortstop, Correa. And throws not in time. David Wright now at the plate. 97 pitches. 3-2 count. And he is going to get fanned for the strikeout. We are going to bring in a relief pitcher to come in. I think John Gray. Let's bring in John Gray, see how he does as a reliever. And we are going to bring him in now. He's going to get through the inning, and we're going to let him go one more since he is a starter. And John Gray being able to shut him down, only throwing 23 pitches. Happy with that. Ventura with 107 pitches, but great outing. 7 innings early outing, 3 hits, 6 strikeouts. So very good. Very, very good. Happy with the team all around. We hit mad homers. 3 players got homers, so just happy with the team overall. We are going to sim probably about a month now and see how we get on for the rest of the month. So we are 6-1 currently. 7-1. We're doing really well. It says that McMahon has a current 18-game hit streak, only 12 games into the season, so that's definitely got to be a record somewhere. Steven Matz with a .82 ERA thus far in the season. Urias with a... Oh, Steven Matz just unfortunately gave up some runs. That's fine. We're looking really good. 17-7. Over 700 this so far in this season. Obviously, you know, that's probably not going to be sustainable. We get Giolito back in a couple days, so if John Gray needs to make a spot start, that's totally fine. Actually, Talon could also make a spot start, but I think I probably want Gray to, so let's see. I think, actually, Reyes should be able to pitch, and then Ventura and Matt should be able to pitch tomorrow. Yeah, Ventura should be able to pitch today, and then Matt, yeah, we should be fine, and then we have 2 more days. Okay, so everyone's tired today, so this is where Gray's going to make a spot start. I wonder if our emergency starter shows up there. No, he doesn't. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing here. Ugh, get out of there. So we'll throw Gray in there, and he will start today. Ooh, he pitched yesterday. Shit. Did Glasnow pitch? I didn't even see Glasnow. Yes, he did. Okay, so it looks like Talon is going to make a start, actually, instead of Gray. Against Chicago. And let's see. And Giolito is back, thankfully. We lost 0-2, so it wasn't a terrible game. Just definitely not the best, though, unfortunately. Wow. Giolito. He's got a 9 ERA currently. He should be able to pitch today, though. I guess we're going to... yeah, why is he not... Yeah, he needs to pitch today. Giolito now going to pitch. Coming back off a 5-day injury from what I saw. It's probably longer than that. We did get a win, though. And Giolito being able to cut his ERA by 2 whole points there. So, very happy with that. Ventura going to get his start. And another late inning game. That means our bullpen is definitely not good. We have another 5 games until we get a day off. So let's sim till next week, which I don't know if it's Sunday or Monday. But right now we're 22-11. Very happy with how the team is performing. Let's go look at the batting stats wise. We've already got someone with 8 homers. Hadishi looking like he's going to have another great season with already 21 RBIs, and we also have Baez with 22. Unfortunately, Schwarber is striking out quite a bit as well as Buxton, which is not great. Let's see, Tapia's hitting 400 right now, and ooh no, Carlos Correa is going to be out for 2 weeks. I'm not exactly sure what we should do here. Can you play short? He can barely play short. I think you're going to have to play can you play second? No. McMahon can play second, though. So we can move McMahon over to second. We'll put Baez at short and Devers at third. Sounds good. For the next 9 days. And the All-Star voting has begun. Forrest Wall and Estevez. Are you shitting me? Oh, that sucks. Those are 2 really big players that we just lost for no reason. Giolito. Draft pool. 6 days for Hadishi to come back. Ventura. I really actually might bring back Ventura. Being 28 years old, 4 solid pitches, good velocity. It really just depends on how much he's going to want. I assume probably signing him earlier in the season would probably be better if he does really well. $14 million. You know, we're going to have to move some money around because $14 million is not a bad price for Ventura at all. McMahon, Eflin. No, thank you. Conley for Buxton. Molly for Correa. And hopefully we get him back soon. O'Neal for Valdez. Interesting. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to cut. Actually, let's send a little bit more. Let's send until next month. Then our players should be back. And we should be fine. We're 5 games above the Dodgers right now. Who are actually 1 game back from the wild card. That's very surprising. Dodgers are not doing too hot this year. Just hovering right above 500. We are about 50 games into the season. Doing extremely well. Excuse me. Green for Hideshi. Tempting offer, but Hideshi's like our best player. Let's run through the All-Star voting really quickly. So Posey is looking like is going to be a catcher for the NL. Hideshi at first, of course. Baez at second. Donaldson and McMahon both at third. Hopefully we get McMahon in there. That'd be very nice. Correa, Arcia, and Seager. So the 3 shortstops that I was looking at to trade for are all 3 there. Harper and Schwarber also there. Buxton, Trout, and Meadows, Stanton, Soler, and Cousins. Looking at starting pitching, Urias, Araya, Bede, Turner, and De Leon. So 3 LA Dodgers there. What you would think, I mean, Urias, how is he doing? He's got a 1.7 ERA. And you have Turner, who's got a 3.2, and Leon, who's got a 3.9. So I'm not exactly sure why they're getting voted, probably just because they're popular. Davis, Rosenthal, Giles, Herrera, and Familia. Looking at the AL, McMahon, Gillespie, Odor, Morgan, Arenado actually as well, in the running for the third base spot. Bregman, O'Neal, Benintendi, Sano. And then starting pitching, Rendon, Martinez, Gray, Waka, Price. And relievers, Landa, Allen, Brito, Crockett, and Colitio. So some interesting names there. No thank you. Looking at the pitching right now, Giolito's still off to a rough start. But we have Reyes, Matz, and Ventura all doing extremely good. And Noah Syndergaard not doing terrible, but obviously not doing as good. Our bullpen's not looking too bad. We've got Betances with a 1.6 ERA, or 1.16, sorry. But Chapman with the 4.1. So we actually might move Betances to the closer role. What about, I might just have to do it like this. Which I think might suit him better as well. Even though I would prefer Chapman do it, with the ERA that he's having, giving up a little too many runs for me. Pitching stats. We don't want pitching stats. We want batting stats. So right now we've got Schwarber with 17 home runs. Hideshi only with 10, but I believe he was injured. No, and he wasn't injured for long. He's just not. What's he projected? 31, so definitely a down year from last year. If he only hits 31. I assume he'll heat up, though. Schwarber with 17, though, so that's looking like that trade is already paying off for Giles. Let's see how Giles is doing, actually. Giles, yeah, not doing great. Not doing bad, but not doing great in Chicago. So Schwarber looks like, it looks like a great trade. We've got Baez, McMahon, both over 10 homers. RBIs, we've got Baez and Schwarber leading that. Average, Tapia still batting near 400. He batted 324 last year. He's batting 386 this year. Not getting, it looks like he's going to do the production that he did last year, maybe 6 homers. That would be nice if that number would be closer to 10 to 15. If I could get 70 RBIs out of him, I'd be very happy. But I think this is where I'm going to call this one an episode, just about 20 minutes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the first third-ish of the season. But my name is Thomas Hughes, and I will see you guys next time.